Hey guys, welcome back, Foreman Garage. Today we're looking at this 2023 Mazda CX-50. It has a shattered panorama roof. Yeah, shattered. That's not a funny thing, actually. I think that something hit the roof. I don't know exactly what happened. Something hit the roof and it broke it. So it's actually the rear glass. It's not the sunroof glass. It's the glass behind it. And we're going to get in there. We're going to replace this glass. The glass is not that hard to replace. I've never done one before, but I looked it up. It's not very hard to replace, but because we're replacing it, we need to pull the whole entire headliner down. So let's get into this. Let's find out what, I mean, did somebody throw a rock or what? Why is it broken? Oh no. All right, you can see the top of this thing that the customer has tape on it, and it's completely taped up just to hopefully protect people on the inside from this thing, because it is shattered. It's completely shattered. On the inside I can feel the sharp edges, so we're gonna be careful taking this thing out because it could easily collapse at any point. So the deal is, so we just have to take these covers off. From what I read, take those covers off, and there's some screws in there, and pull this back glass out. And it's kind of a weird thing, kind of a neat thing, because other panorama roofs that I've seen, if the back glass breaks, that's it. You know, it's got to go to a body shop. The entire roof needs to be taken off. The top part of the roof is part of the panorama roof, you know. But with Mazda, apparently you can replace these back glasses, you know, just like you could replace the front glass. But here's the weird thing. If you're taking this glass out and you're going to put it back in, no problem. Take these this trim piece right here off, and take these the screws out, pull it out, do whatever you need to do, clean it or whatever you're doing, put it back in, you know, do the adjustment, make sure it's fine, and you're done. But according to Mazda, if you are going to replace the glass, you're going to take the old one out and put a brand new one in, or a different one, then this entire headliner has to come down, because there are screws in certain spots that need to be loosened whenever you put that thing in. And it warns you, if you do not loosen these screws when you put the new sunroof in, then you're going to have water leaking from the panorama roof. So that's kind of a weird thing. So because of that, we need to take this entire headliner down. So of course, the way Mazda wants you to take the headliner down is remove the entire interior, remove the front seats, rear seat, center console, just to pull everything off, you know. So we're not going to do that. We're gonna let these seats come down, you know, in the front, and we're going to take all the trim panels off, trim in the rear, and, you know, of course, all these. Yeah, it's got those same ones. These are a pain to get out. So, and we got 4 of them, you know. So we have to do that. Let's see, this right here too. These clips. Oh yeah, those. You know, if you've seen my video on pulling a sunroof, or what was it? Oh yeah, the sunroof drains, doing that. Video, I had to deal with those clips, and these are the same thing. We just got to deal with it. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll stick a link up here and you can go check that one out. But what we are going to have to do is we're going to have to cut the trim, upper A-pillar trim clips. We have to cut those out, and we're gonna have to replace those. Those we don't have. We do have the the sunroof because that's what was ordered when the customer had called in and advised or ordered the parts or whatever, but they didn't know that they had to order those. So we're going to pull those off and cut them, and if the customer wants their vehicle, they may be driving around without A-pillar trims, you know, for a little while until those come in. But we're going to get everything that we can possibly get done right now. So let's start on it. We're going to probably start by pulling those A-pillar trims and the sun visors, and you know, these really easy to get out handles. So let's go. Okay, first let's try and get this off right here, because I don't want to accidentally hit this roof and have this glass just like coming down. So I wouldn't say it's a luck, but the customer was lucky enough that it just shattered the windshield or the window and didn't drop a bunch of glass inside here and onto somebody. That would be bad. So the inside is clean. It's really clean on this vehicle. Let's see if we can keep it that way. So there's these clips here, and supposedly I can just pull these out. Supposedly this should just pop right out. I'll try to do it without touching the glass and getting it to break. I mean, it's already broken. We just don't want it coming down everywhere. There's a clip inside. I can see the clip inside there. And supposedly it just pops right out. Yeah, there it goes. Yep. And so there's the clip right there. There's actually clipped on. So it was clipping in like right there. I don't know if you can see that. So there are 2 bolts, and they are Torx bolts. So I need to get a Torx and loosen these, and this thing should pop out, hopefully very carefully. Okay, this is a T25 Torx, and I've already done the other side over there, taking these bolts out. The reason why I did those first is basically that's where you're standing right now. So I get these 2, and I know this thing's gonna want to come down. Just need to keep it from jumping or falling. So that's the bolt T25. See, it did come down a little bit. One of the bad things about whenever these things shatter is not only does the glass go all over the floor and in your seats and in the cracks and crevices of the vehicle, but it also goes onto the top of your headliner and all your trim up there, and it falls down your A-pillar, B-pillar, C-pillar, all over the place. It just gets everywhere. And if you don't get that out of there, then while you drive, you can hear stuff like rolling around and stuff inside your headliner. That's not good. Let's see if I can get this to come out. Without shattering the whole thing. It's gonna be hard to grab it just by the frame. Come on, don't shatter. All right, yeah, I think I can see where it got hit. I'll show that to you. I can set this thing down. Okay. Okay, right here, you can see that I'm guessing that's where the hit happened. It hit that, busted that glass out, and it just, of course, it just shattered. And this is what you call tempered glass. Okay, so they temper it on purpose. So the whole idea behind it is And that glass is very sharp, you know, and it'll get everything. It'll get in everything. It'll get on all your clothes. It'll go down your neck, you know, and it'll cut you. It definitely will. But the whole idea of the tempered glass is that when it breaks, it shatters into small, little, tiny BB-sized pieces rather than big, gigantic shards that can come through and just, you know, like get your jugular and then you're dead, you know. And so that's the whole idea behind tempered glass. And your windshield is it's not exactly the same. It's not tempered. And sometimes side windows are tempered, sometimes they're not. It all depends on the year, make, model, everything like that. The front glass is safety glass, and it has plastic in it to keep it from shattering and coming down and getting you. And of course, I'm sure everybody's seen the crack in the glass, you know, in the windshield. If the windshield was like this, one little hit and the entire windshield would go. So you can't really do that. So now, now the fun part. So we get in here, start taking all these things off, and these trims, all this. We got to pull all these seaming welts off. Alright, look at this. This is the first time that I've done one of these on a CX-50. So these are a little bit different. This goes inside there, right? And then you pop these off. It's got these, just like on the CX-5, it's got these little marks on the sides. Right there and right there, you can see where you put like a screwdriver or something. And pop them out. On those, if these things completely pop out, they're broken. And then good luck getting the handle off. These are made to come out, so maybe it's a better design, because it was actually easier. So when you pop these out, then these clips would stay in there, and then you would move these clips. Let me see if I can hold this and show you. So like right here, you push this clip down right there, and then push that clip up at the same time that you're pulling on this, and it would pop out. And then this metal clip right here is stuck, you know, up inside there, right? So then you take that metal clip out and stick it back where it belongs. And what happens is whenever you slide this thing into that hole there, this piece right here, you know, it moves out, and it holds up against the body of the vehicle. And then when this thing goes in, it actually pushes up underneath it. I'm not going to push this down because I'll have to struggle to get it out. But this pushes up underneath that and pushes that out and holds it out. So this is actually a better design than the ones on the CX-5. So that's good. They're making stuff better. These, they weren't easy to get out, but they were a lot better, and they didn't break. So that's a good thing. So I just need to get these B-pillar trims down. I was able to take the A-pillar trim off, and you can see part of the connector. So there's that connector right there. And here's the tether. It's still on it. I didn't cut it. I was able to turn it sideways and just pop it out. And hopefully, okay, so here's the other part. It's still on there. And you can see that part right there. You know, it's where that thing fit inside there. So hopefully, you know, I can get it back up in there, you know, and twist this, get that put back on, and then, you know, just get the clip to go back into its spot right there. And if I can do that, then I don't have to worry about putting brand new clips in, because as long as that clip holds, it's just a clip, you know, ain't no big deal. You know, as long as it holds the A-pillar on, then that's what it's meant to do. And as long as when the airbag blows up, that tether doesn't come off, and as long as I can get it on, it won't come off, you know, then that's what it's meant to do, and everything will be fine. Got the center console out, and I got a couple bolts right here. I need to get those off, and this should come down. I may have to pull this down. We'll see. But yeah, these things need to pop off. I'm figuring out how to get these off. Something like that. Just pull them down right here. Oh, I just lost my screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver? Let's find my screwdriver. This right here. Okay. This right here looks like I can get this off. Great, that fell. And there's a screw way inside there. So pulling these clips off inside here, and that screw, this should come down. And of course I need to get the seaming welt off on this side, because that's holding it. And get this off with one hand without messing it up. Just pull that off. And of course we need to get this. I need to get all this out too. So, yeah, it looks like that just pops off. Probably need to get a trim tool or something. Yeah, let me grab a trim tool. Okay, get this back in there. Kind of push it out like that, something like that. Then you got pump, pull the thing down, maybe pull it down. No, it needs to be pulled out. Well, come on. Yeah, there's a piece right there. Just like that. It was so easy. Get that off, that big clip right there. Hopefully we can do the same thing with these back ones, that we don't have to pull all this trim out. That would be so cool. Let's see. So I thought we were gonna have to pull all this trim out. Hopefully we don't. Let me get this up. Let me grab a rag and I'll show you how we get these off. Okay, so this seaming welt in back, it has this glue. And I don't know, you can't really see it. Maybe it's because it's not that hot today. But there's this glue that sits in here, and it's this black, oh God, I can't remember what you call it now. It's very pliable. It never actually hardens, and that stuff gets really nasty. And if you get it up on here, especially up on the headliner, it won't come off. So the way I take these off is you pick it up like that and you stick a rag in here, and then as you pull this up, you run that rag, and that way the rag will grab it. And it won't, I don't know if you can see that black stuff right there. There's not a whole bunch in here, which is good. But you just do that while you pull it off, and then you won't be having such a big mess. See right there, it's already getting all over my fingers and stuff. So yeah, you don't want to get that on your headliner because you ain't gonna get it off. I mean, you could, but it's not gonna be very, very easy at all. So look at this, I got the headliner down. Look at this, this is your windshield washer hose. It runs all along the headliner right here. And comes up inside here and attaches right there. And I'm guessing goes somewhere up in here or in here. Probably right there, yeah. Here it is, right there. Goes up in there. So yeah, they run it along the headliner. Why not run it along the floor and then up? You know, that way, whenever you get a hole that wears in it, it'll just drain down on top of your head. That way you know that it's leaking. Because if it was on the floor, you wouldn't know it's leaking, right? So I don't know what, I need to figure out what bolts they're talking about. I don't know if it's these, that little bolt right there, these nuts, these hold the thing onto the, so I need to figure out, supposedly there's 4 bolts here, 4 bolts on the top here that need to come loose before we put this new one back in here. And I'm gonna take a chance, I'm gonna step up on this just to see if we got any glass. There's really small glass shards here, like super small. It's nothing that would affect you too bad, unless of course, you know, it got in your eyeball. So I'll probably grab the vacuum real quick and vacuum this up just to be sure. But I need to look up and find out what bolts I'm supposed to be loosening here. Loosen 4 bolts, put the new top in, tighten the 4 bolts, and then we could go back together with all this. So let me look that up and see what's going on. Okay, so that is the screw. They say it's a screw right there. That's one of them. There's 4 of them. And let me see if I can do this with one hand. No, not. Yeah. Okay, it's not that tight. Of course, I got the longest ratchet in the world. It says I just need to loosen them. So I'm loosening this one up. There's another one right here. So loosen that one up. That's just kind of weird. But what they say is if you don't loosen these, where's the other one? Can't get my head up in here on this side. It's right here. So they say if you don't loosen these up first, then you could end up deforming the bracket that the rear sunroof is on. It'll either deform the bracket and or start leaking. So you gotta loosen these up, put the sunroof in, adjust the sunroof, then tighten these up, and then we can put everything all back together. And I hope to get this thing together today, because I'd like to get this video out tomorrow. Today's Friday. Usually I try and put a video out on Friday, but since I'm just coming off of my Christmas vacation, I'm a little bit behind. If I can't get this done today, I'm gonna have to finish it tomorrow, and then who knows when the video will come out. I'd like to get a video out this week. I did do a video earlier this week, one I did on my vacation. I actually did a review on Oxytow LED lights. So I'll put that right up here. So you can go check that out. Yeah, Oxytow LED light bulbs, and they got all kinds of bulbs that'll fit every single vehicle. I guarantee it'll fit your vehicle. If you want to check it out, go check it out. I'll put a link in the description box below. And if you do check them out and you use coupon code Foreman15, that's right, Foreman15, then you can get 15% off. And I'll put that information in the description box below too, so you can check it out. There is an affiliate link there, so if you do buy something from them, I'll get us really small something, you know, not much, but check it out, because I think you can save money, and I'm really loving those lights. Anyway, let's get back to this thing. Okay, this is the new sunroof. Hopefully it's the correct one, not the front one. Should be the back one. So let me get this up in there, and then we need to get it adjusted. So let me do that now. I want to show you this. See this right here? This is the drip tray. This is the front sunroof. This is the one that opens. It comes open like this. And of course the rear one is stationary, but it still has a drip tray in between them, because we got a seal going to a seal. And this is pretty much the same way as like that CX-5. You know, this is a drip tray in the back right here. And of course this drip tray all around the sides right here. Drip tray in the back, drip tray in between. And yeah, I just wanted to show that to you. So let's get this sunroof in. Okay, let me see if I can set this down without breaking it. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now I need to get the bolts in, which is going to be a little bit harder now because I got this sunroof in the way, or this headliner in my way. I'm going to have to move these seats back. So let me see if I can get these bolts in and get this thing adjusted, and then we can tighten those other bolts down. Let me see if I can get in here and get this tightened. I'm bumping the headliner, knocking the camera down, and actually seeing what I'm doing without dropping this bolt, because yeah, that would be bad. Okay, I'm just kind of hand tightening them so that I can move around and do an adjustment, hopefully tight enough for it to not fall down, but actually, you know, maybe stay in place. That wasn't too bad. Now I gotta get to the other side. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to push up. And of course that's too high. Can I pull it down? Yeah. Get these started. I don't know if you can even see this. It's hard for me to see. But so far they're going right in. That's excellent. I got one more to go. Okay, let me just make sure that it's adjusted and I'll tighten them up. Okay, I figure since I'm here, we'll go ahead and put these back in. It's gonna be easier to put in right now. That thing should just clip right on there. Just like that. To the one on the other side. There, it's in. To clean my fingerprints off of it a little bit. I got a lot of cleaning to do in this vehicle. I got my ogre feet in here, and I got, you know, dirt and stuff everywhere. So now we can put this back. Put everything back. Just put it back. Just snap my fingers. Oh no, it ain't working. If you believe, it will happen. You must believe. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I had to pull this trim off because I used the wrong bolt, you know, for this. I used the bolt for, this is the bolt that goes in there. I used the bolt that went for that. Didn't know they were different. Found out they were different when I did the other side. And of course that bolt fell in here and it fell all the way down, and I'm looking, I pulled the entire trim off. I'm looking under here because with my luck, you know, even if I replace the bolt, if I leave a bolt in here, it is going to rattle and make noise, and the customer's going to come back. And then I just saw this right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, or there it is, right there. Oh my God. So yeah, that's my luck. That's just the way it goes. So now I can put this back together. Okay, all I need to do is get these 8-pillar trims back in. So let's line them up, and hopefully I can get these clips in, because if not, then we're just gonna have to wait for new clips to come in. So just grab these tethers and see if I can stick this thing on here. I may need to get a tool. I'm trying to line this thing up Yeah, I'm definitely, maybe, no. I like had it for a second, okay. Okay, so let me show you what I had to do. That piece right there, you can see how it came out, or came through there, and I got it to hook back on. And then I just need to line it back up. And it should pop in. That's it. Put the seaming welt back on in place. All the way down. And that is it. I just do the same thing on the other side, then we're done, and then we'll check to see how this works out. We'll open and close the door, the sunroof a couple times, because if not, there's a reinitialization procedure for that. But I mean, I didn't move it, or I didn't take this off, so hopefully I don't have to do that, and we'll see. If it doesn't work right, then we'll do the reinitialization and we'll find out what's going on. Okay, so let me just get that trim done over there, and then we'll be done. Okay, let's see if this thing works. Opening, close it. Yep, close the shade. Nothing's getting stuck. Okay, that looks like that's it. So what a pain, right? I mean, just to replace the rear glass, if you're gonna pull the glass out and put it back in, then you just pull it out and put it in. But if you're gonna put a new one in, take it out and put a new one in, you gotta take all this off just to loosen those screws and then tighten them back up. So yeah, that's it. That we have completed this thing. I need to clean this vehicle out and get all my footprints and fingerprints and stuff all out of it. And but that's pretty much it. That is it for this episode. 2023 CX-50 rear sunroof glass replacement. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the heck out of each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that now. And I will see you in the next one. Hiya! Oops. Drop my hammer.